Hi, welcome to the Popular Podcast. My name is Philip. First up, it's time for the mailbag. Taylor R. says, I've been enjoying this season of Point C, but I can't stand looking at Lance Orlando's face. It's always doing too much, especially for a quiet, slow burn drama like this one. Yeah, I'm with Taylor on this one. Lance Orlando's eyebrow acting is something to behold, but it doesn't fit on this show, or probably any show. TV is an up-close medium, and his musical theater background is really showing. Playing to the back of the house is probably only an 8 to 10 foot journey for most of the audience. Alright, it's now time to ask the question, what would you do? You're at a picnic with friends. A plate of soft, warm chocolate chip cookies is resting on the checkered picnic blanket. You like this kind of cookie, and you're excited to wrap up the picnic with a little dessert. After everyone else gets a cookie, there's only one left, and it's yours. Not officially, but you're the only one who hasn't yet grabbed one. Just as you're about to reach for the cookie, a small cricket hops directly onto the cookie and then hops off again into the grass. As far as you can tell, no one else saw this happen. So what would you do? Would you still eat the cookie? Would you try to guess what the cricket touched and break off the pieces around it and only eat those? Would you wait for someone to ask, aren't you going to eat that cookie, and then tell them no without telling them the reason? Would you let someone else eat the cookie without telling them about the cricket? What's wrong with you? Just eat the cookie. Now it's time for a quick word of advice. I know it's fun to air your pet peeves sometimes. It feels good to commiserate with your fellow man or fellow woman about what gets under your skin. Heck, I've done it myself on this very podcast, the Popular Podcast. But you're better off keeping those pet peeves to yourself, or at least only divulging them to a person who's legally bound to hold your confidence, like a lawyer or therapist. The sad truth is, the world is full of people who will commit your pet peeve because they know it bothers you. I'm not speaking out of experience on this, but out of a deep sense of paranoia that the people around me will betray me for what they think is just a funny joke. Now it's time to imagine. Okay, are you ready? I won't ask again. Then let's begin. You're sitting in a chair. It's a medium-large recliner, but it's pushed up against a wall, so you can't actually recline. Even so, it's cushioned and comfortable, and it has a pretty straight back that discourages slouching. On the wall opposite of you, there's a clock. It has a simple white face, white indexes, and black hands. You look up at the clock, and the time reads 11:13. You keep staring at the clock. You look at it so long that it looks like the hands are actually moving, as if the time is changing slowly before your very eyes. Is that even possible? You then look down at your own hands. You've forgotten that you are holding the train feather of a matured male peacock, its eye spot drifting ever so slightly, even as you hold it as still as you can. There's no draft in the room, but maybe the slow, steady heaves of your chest are giving it that almost undetectable undulation. You look back up at the clock, and it's changed again. Incredible. You press the small yellow button on the left arm of your chair, triggering the ceiling to open up to the night sky. Rain starts pouring into the room, more rain than you've ever seen or felt in your whole life. The raindrops beat the peacock feather into an unrecognizable shaft of pulpy green, blue, and purple rags. You look at the clock one more time and silently hope that the downpour keeps up. There are only a few hours left before this room needs to be completely filled with water. Might as well try to get some shut-eye. It's too bad you can't recline. Okay, what did you think? I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Remember, there's always time to imagine. Okay, before we wrap things up, it's time for household tips. Do you sometimes forget your reusable bags when you go shopping and end up getting your items bagged in plastic? It's okay, it happens, at least in places that don't have laws restricting it. Do you also have a dog that likes to fill the world with its feces? That's also okay and completely natural. I think you all know where I'm going with this, but here's the tip. Use those plastic bags to pick up your dog's droppings. Bonus tip: before you use a bag to pick up poop, check it for any holes that may have formed. You don't want things to get unnecessarily messy. Okay, that'll do it for another Pop Filler. Thanks for listening, and remember, you'll be fine.